Americans had enough and they have stopped making payments. There's panic among millions and millions of Americans. And you want to know why? Look at this. This is from Newsweek. 1 in every 4 Americans cannot afford to pay their credit card bills, and this is a shocking survey that I'm going to share with you in this very important video. Remember, if you are struggling right now and you are unable to make payments on your auto loan, on your credit cards, on your car insurance, on your health insurance, then this is a very important video for you. I'm gonna give you each and every detail, but all I need is just a little favor. It takes 2 seconds to please smash the like button on this video. So without any further ado, let's start the video. So millions and millions of Americans are saying enough is enough. We are not going to make payments, as millions are not paying their credit card bills. Most of their accounts are in collection, and these collection agencies are making their life miserable. They call them, they come to their house, and as well as they send them spam emails and mails into their mailboxes. And now these Americans are standing up to it. They're saying enough is enough. We are struggling and we need some sort of support as soon as possible, and we are not going to make payments anymore when it comes to any sort of loan, any type of credit card, or any type of health or auto insurance. Well, this survey is very shocking. But before I go towards that very important and shocking survey, I would like to show you this very important part of President Trump's speech, where he said something that left everyone stunned. Watch this.
Over the next year and a half, we'll have an incredible record to share with the American people. As long as we continue to keep our promises to the voters, Americans will continue to stand by our side. And in 2026, the Republican majority, I think, is going to be stronger in both the House and the Senate. And I really think it's going to be potentially much stronger. Look, nobody has done what you people have done, I think, ever, I can say, just about ever in the Senate. And we did it all in 6 months. I think Sunday night is actually 6 months. So I really congratulate the people in this room. It's incredible. And, you know, I did a good job, but I couldn't have done it without you.
So this was Donald J. Trump saying that now we have done wonders for millions and millions of Americans. We have done a great job. And the biggest question that a number of analysts and experts are asking, that who's giving this information to President Donald J. Trump? Well, he cannot see this very important update right here, as 1 in 4 Americans cannot afford to pay their credit card bills. This is truly shocking because Americans are struggling. There are a number of households, and there are in millions that are not able to put 3 meals a day for themselves and their loved ones. And you want to know something more shocking? Then look at this. Nearly 25% of all Americans are facing unsecured debt that they say is unimaginable, according to the new data released from Experian. This is from Experian itself. Well, remember that millions of Americans are unable to make their credit card payment because they cannot simply afford it. They're unable to make their auto loan payments, and that's why their vehicles are going in repo. Well, what is the mistake of Americans right now? As these lawmakers always say that everything is great, well, American economy is flourishing, but we need to understand an economy grows when the people grows. When there is a financial stability, everything looks great. But on papers right now, everything looks great, right? But on the other hand, when we see these reports, and this is from Experian itself, well, of course, we need to have good credit score, and Experian is a custodian of it. And if you don't have a credit score, or you don't have a good credit score, you're not able to finance a vehicle, finance a home, get good rates on your health as well as on your auto insurance. So now this report coming from Experian itself, it's an eye-opener for millions and millions of Americans. And that's why it seems like Americans have spoken and they're saying that no, enough is enough. We are not going to make payments anymore. Imagine 1 of every 4 Americans are not paying their credit card bill. They're unable to pay their auto loan payments. And this is clearly shocking. Right now, we live in a nation where we give billions and billions of dollars to other countries and our own people are struggling. Around 18 million Americans are homeless. This is a population of a number of countries. Well, moving on with more details, as this is clearly shocking. The rise in debt after pandemic has caused many Americans to take additional jobs and use budget apps amid high inflation, the new survey revealed. So the biggest question is why it matters. Well, consumers in the United States owed $17.57 trillion in total debt as of third quarter of 2024, according to Experian data. We are yet to see the data of 2025. Well, as the US Department of Education will once again begin reporting missed student loan payments, just imagine it's going to be really bad. Credit bureaus on May 5th, Americans could face even more financial consequences in the coming months to their loan balances. So how come these leaders, these lawmakers are saying that everything is great, American people are living in great conditions? Well, they are seeing America going up. And that's where this biggest and very shocking survey comes into play. That 1 in every 4 Americans are not paying their credit card payments. So what could be the reason? Either they're not able to afford it because they simply don't have the means for it, or the second reason that they had enough and they're saying, no, we are going to live without these credit reports and credit bureaus. We want to live a free life. Well, right here, before I wrap up this video, I would like to ask you, are you also struggling? Are you also unable to pay your mortgage, your rent, your auto loan payments, your credit card bills? As we all know that a number of Americans are victims of bullying from these credit card collection companies. Well, remember, these credit card companies sells those accounts to collection companies and they work like a mafia. Well, they call consumers constantly. Well, and in many cases, they ring the bell. You heard it right. They come to these consumers' house and apartments and they threaten them. Well, they technically don't say any threatening words, but just imagine the stress when you have your kids, your life partner, your parents, your siblings, and suddenly a bell rings and someone opens the door and say, hey, you have an unpaid credit card debt and you need to pay it. When are you going to pay? Well, a number of people are changing their phone numbers because they cannot bear these constant calls from these collection agencies. Well, and now it seems like Americans had enough and they're saying, no, we are not going to pay. So let me know in the comments below, what is your point of view about this whole situation? I'll see you in the next video very soon. Till then, please take care and have a nice day.